David Kelley. I grew up in Cincinnati, Ohio. Parents, they still live in the home that I grew up in. I am the oldest of 3 children. I have 1 brother, 1 sister. My sister lives in northern Kentucky. My brother lives in northern Ohio. And just grew up as a normal, middle of the country kind of family. Good values, hard workers. We did not attend church. We weren't people of faith at that time, but had a solid foundation of hard work, honesty, and just taking care of each other along the way. And as I shared, I was the oldest of the 3. So I graduated high school in 1982, went off to State University in Ohio, and my freshman year is when I became introduced to faith and became a person of faith at the State University. And from that point, faith grew in my life, and exploring what spirituality is and was for me, to the point later, a few years, where I felt God was calling me more and more into full-time Christian ministry. I bucked that at the beginning, but later on I couldn't hold God off for a long period of time, and so said, okay, Lord, I will do that. And then from there, it grew and grew and grew until subsequently led me into the chaplain corps. First in the Army as an enlisted chaplain assistant, and then from there on active duty, got off of active duty in 1990, went to Virginia, Liberty, and started seminary at Liberty, and then from there into the National Guard, the Air National Guard, and then to become a chaplain through seminary. So that's my 2 cents from growing up in southern Ohio, the heartland of the nation as a Buckeye, and then going to State University, coming to faith, and just growing from there to where I am today, actually. My family, married to Laurie for almost 4 decades. She's been with me in our military time since the beginning, every day. Next year will be our 38th year in the military, both enlisted and officer. I've drug her around the world, and she has had ministry in her own right as well. We have 4 children. They're all adults at this time: Elijah, Sarah, Caroline, and Noah. 2 boys, 2 girls. They all live in different states. Elijah is married to Maggie, and they have 2 children, so I'm a grandfather as well, which is very special. 3-year-old girl and a 1-year-old boy. So I'm getting older, 60 now. My parents are still alive, which is great. And I have 2 grandchildren on the other end as my children get older as well. So military life started way back in 1987 as a young enlisted member, and now many, many years later, chaplain in the Air Force, and I couldn't be happier with that and how the Lord has walked with Laurie and I over that time period to get us where we are today. So that's our family in a nutshell, and I'm excited about what the next 10 or 20 years will be for our family as well.